driving. Hope comes and stops us in our tracks. Bravely we prove in our striving, trudging together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Good morning again, everybody. Fellow trudgers. What, kitty? You have been whining for an hour. I can only pet you so much. Yeah. What's up today? You feeling lonely? Yeah. Poor kitty. Yeah. Yeah, so for some crazy reason, I decided to get up at 5:30 this morning. When I was younger, that's actually when I used to get up. I get to get up about 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, go to bed at 10 o'clock, but so I think my new meds are starting to work already. So, hi, Ingrid. Good to see you and your Kindle. My kitty cat can't get enough love today. So, I do not quite have all my brain functions. I'm halfway through coming out. I was on 120 milligrams of duloxetine, which is stupid. But anyway, I had made it down to 60. And now I'm down to 45 because I'm trying to get all the way off of it. And leaves you a little dizzy. I mean, they gave me 10 pages. They gave me 10 freaking pages of withdrawal symptoms. So, all right. We are going to be reading today. We're going to be doing a little bit of reading. We're going to read out of the Daily Reflection and as Bill sees it. It is not today's Daily Reflection. Leisure, good to see you. Katie, good to see you. And while you're here, I'm just going to answer Katie's question. Yes, I do have storage. Yes, ED is one of those things. Leisure, thanks for letting everybody know. Every single one of them do. If it's a head med, it's going to, they say messes with your sex drive. So, but yes, I do have storage at the club. So for anybody that is looking to donate objects, I didn't think of that too. I'm like, I asked for donations with money, and it's like, and then people are like, well, I could just buy it from Amazon, send it to you. That's even better because then I don't have to go out and buy it. Right? So that's even better. I will get that information to you, Katie. Thank you very much for thinking of us. There was also another person, I believe. Or I may have you mixed up with somebody else today. All right. Suit up and show up. And this is actually from December 28th. And we're going to be reading out of As Bill Sees It, page 21. A little bit of talking juice. I went to a 6:45 a.m. meeting. Feels like it was days ago. All right. Page 81. Is that what I said? I said that, didn't I? I did. No, page 21. That's much different. That's a lot different what I said. See, citizens again, right? Each of us, in turn, that is, the member who gets the most out of the program, spends a very large amount of time on 12th step work in the early years. That was my case, and perhaps I should not have stayed sober with less work. It will be dark in 3 hours. Then I can go to bed. Hey, Amber, I didn't see you sneak in there. Good to see you. All right. I spend a lot of time on 12 step work. Now, Bill's talking about himself in the early years. He did a lot of 12 step work. He didn't have meetings, he didn't have Zoom, he didn't have the big book, he didn't have the 12 by 12, he didn't have living sober, he didn't have a cell phone. He had the 12th step, and Dr. Silkworth is what he had, and God, and Ebby. He had Ebby. But Ebby told him, he said, dude, where's my car? Actually, in those days, it'd be, dude, where's my sandwich? Because they ate a lot of sandwiches. But he's like, dude, you cannot keep this unless you give it away. Unless you give this away. And the same is true for any of us. Okay? We can give this away in a lot of different ways. It isn't just always alcoholics. See, practicing these principles in all of our affairs is really what we're going after. That is the 12th step. The 12th step is a maintenance step. Okay? So you should have been helping people before this. Okay? You do not need to wait until the 12th step in order to 12th step somebody. Nope. Okay? I started 12th stepping at like a month sober when the first time I got sober. However, sooner or later, most of us are presented with other obligations to family, friends, and country. As you will remember, the 12th step also refers to practicing these principles in all our affairs. Therefore, I think your choice of whether to take a particular 12th step job is to be found in your own conscience. No one else can tell you for certain what you ought to do at that particular time. And we don't do 12 step calls like we used to. It's a little different now. It is now called Night Watch, where a group of people get together and they take care, they hang out together. It used to be what would happen is if you were that night, you may be it, right? So you might get a phone call at 1:00 in the morning. Hey, there's this guy. Here's his address. And then what you do is you grab another person and you go. There's always two of you. Okay. I don't know how many times I've sat in somebody's stinky ass apartment smoking cigarettes while they're coming down off their alcohol so we can get them on over to detox. I just know that you are expected at some point to do more than carry the message of AA to other alcoholics. In AA, we aim not only for sobriety, we try again to become citizens of the world that we rejected and of the world that once rejected us. That's true justice, my friends. That's true justice. Putting yourself back on the plane of being a good citizen. It's what we're supposed to do. What do we call this now? We call it reintegration back into society. We've got to be a working member of society, and that's more than just AA. This is the ultimate demonstration toward the 12th step. Work is the first, but not the final step, right? All that stigma, all the name callers, everybody that didn't believe in you. Yep, we're going to work with them too. Okay. The old line says, suit up and show up. That action is so important that I like to think of it as my motto. I can choose each day to suit up and show up or not. Showing up at meetings starts me toward feeling a part of that meeting, for then I can do what I say I'll do at meetings. I can talk with newcomers and I can share my experience. That's what credibility, honesty, and courtesy really are. Suiting up and showing up are the concrete actions I take in my ongoing return to normal. I'm going to put that in there, normal living. Yes, normal living. That means we paying our bills, you pay your taxes, right? Make sure you have a valid driver's license, you have insurance in your car. All these things that we decided not to do. Well, a lot of us didn't. I didn't even have a driver's license. So. But they gave it back to me, man. They gave me back my driver's license. Those crazy ass people. So suit up and show up means that it's time. It's time to stop, it's time to come back into society and be a working person in the community. Because after everything that you've been through, the good, the bad, the indifferent, it's all made you who you are today. Right? See, I don't regret the past anymore. I don't regret it. I've accepted it, and once I do that, then my story, including all the bad things, is gold. It's gold, man. Yeah. So, and you just never know where things are going to lead. I mean, look what's happened to me in the last week, man. It's crazy, and what a nice transition God created for me. Yesterday, I felt especially blessed. It was the first time that my daughter and I talked where we just talked, because we both suck at normal conversation. We even get together, we're like, we suck at this, and we laugh at ourselves. But yesterday, once we got through the how's everybody doing, that kind of stuff, and I had said, I noticed that you've gained some weight, and what that tells me is that you decided to get rid of drugs and alcohol, and that makes your dad very, very happy. And that started a conversation about changing our lives and becoming better people, and being good examples for our children. And then she proceeded to tell me that she was proud of me, which is the first time that she's told me that. And I have a special place in my heart for my daughter. I don't know why that's different. My love for my daughter and my love for my son, they're different. Okay, they're not less than. It's not less than. Okay. I don't think my son would appreciate the same compliments that I give my daughter, So he likes the, hey, I noticed you're doing this. I noticed you're doing that. So if you suit up and you show up enough, really, really great things happen. I mean, it's literally indescribably wonderful. So, all right, I'm feeling kind of dizzy again. Maybe I should just call in a favor and go to detox. Get off the duloxetine in like 2 days. You know what I mean? I have favors, man. Now, and I'm going to save that spot for somebody that really needs it. I'm covered. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I appreciate it. And for being here every day and everything, man. I love AA. I love God, and I love all of you. And I hope you all have an amazing fucking day, man. All right. I will probably not be back later. You'll see me again tomorrow. All right. I love you all. Peace out and have a day. Bye bye.